I know that you will find this video really helpful, since I'm pretty sure that many of you watching can relate to me and my story on a deep, deep level. A skinny, quite insecure teenager on his way to build the body of his dreams. You know, the body that he's really proud of. Looking in the mirror and just smiling, like pure smiling, because he can see how much effort he has put into this. Not many people can say this certain phrase: I am proud of the way I look, I am proud of my body. If you want to become a man that is respected and that is capable, it's truly essential to not look like an easy target, you know what I'm saying? Like a nerd that cannot even defend himself. So, from the start, let me introduce to you my story. The legendary story, the legendary journey of me putting on some more weight. From going around 60 kilograms all the way to 82 and still going. Still putting on size and strength each month. I started my gym journey at around 14 years old. That was right when the pandemic started, right? So 2020. I don't specifically remember the reason why I started. I mean, I've played basketball before, and like basketball was a very big part of my life. That's what I thought back then I wanted to pursue in my life, right? Or you know what? I specifically wanted to get better at basketball, you know, to jump higher, to run faster. But what actually happened next after a few years, we will get onto that, was pretty damn funny. For the first full year, 1 year of working out at home, I was just doing some very basic training splits like upper, lower, doing some very, very basic at home workouts like push-ups and squats. But then I got myself a pair of dumbbells, which I can show you right now. If you've been watching my channel, you've most probably have seen those before. That's one of them. It's quite funny because now my mom only uses those because they are quite too light for me. Like first I bought it for myself, but now my mom uses it. Then I asked my dad if he can buy me a pull-up bar because I really wanted one. Obviously he said yes, and any parent, bro, if you go and ask your parents, hey dad, can you buy me a pull-up bar? Of course he will say yes. He wants to He wants to see his son grow. Like, it's obvious. As a father, it's such a good thing that my own child wants to do something with himself. So yeah, we bought it, we got to work to set it up, and now it's here hanging on my wall. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, you couldn't see it, but now you will see it. It is over here in its own glory. By the way, if you would like to get the same equipment, literally the same dumbbells, the same pull-up bar, it's actually a pull-up and a dip bar, and you will just find out what I'm actually speaking of later on if you check the link in the description of this video. I have an affiliate Amazon link. If you would just go through that link and buy something from that link, I will get like 10% or something from it, so it would really help me out. So yeah, as I started working out using this pull-up bar, I've seen some noticeable gains. For the first time in my life, I have like seen my back grow. That's the first step towards getting that V-taper, this nice and chiseled back that you get mostly from doing exercises such as pull-ups. And I mean, before, the only exercises I did for my back were just, you know, dumbbell rows, which are not the best. I mean, bro, a pull-up is a pull-up. Nothing compares to a pull-up. Yeah, and at first I couldn't even do one pull-up, or maybe I could do like two with very, very bad form, right? But then as I practiced more and more, started to incorporate some, you know, like training methods to grow my back and grow my strength in the pull-up, then I was able to do like 3 reps, then 4 reps, then 5, 6, all the way up to like 10. Now I can do around 15 or 16. And about in that time, I also hit my bench press, my first like bench press PR, which was 75 kilograms. I was so hyped because like it seemed like so much weight for me back then. Like I was, I don't know, how old was I? Yeah, like about 14, maybe 15. So then I started to obviously eat more, because if you want to grow, you have to eat more. Eat big to get big and all of that stuff. You know the deal. One of the best decisions I've made was I actually bought myself bigger plates. Wait, I can show you right now the size difference of the plates that my parents eat from and what I eat from. Bro, this is a normal sized bowl that can fit in like a normal portion of food, right? This is my bowl. Bro, it's literally twice the size. What the fuck? Yo, you can see it so well on the camera. Like, bro, it's... Yeah. Getting back to the video. It's funny, like my parents were laughing at me for eating so much, literally saying that we're gonna go bankrupt just because of how much we spend each week on the groceries. So clearly I started to gain some noticeable weight changes. I first started off at like 60 kilograms. And about in that time, I went up to like 70, 75 or something. And at that time, I was still training hard at the gym, like at least 5 times a week. You know, what I noticed was that literally I found it harder for me to literally just jump around during practice, like the basketball practice. So you can say that, bro, I've gained some weight. It was literally hard for me to move around on the court. You know, I was getting bigger. So yeah, about 1.5 year pass, I'm about 75-ish kilograms at 15 years old, or even almost like 16. The pandemic was pretty much just over at this point. Now I started to take things more seriously. Bought myself a gym membership, started to track calories every single day, just to make sure I'm eating enough. Literally now, like previously I've said that first I started to go to the gym, and what then happened next was pretty funny. The third thing that happened, which was a very big change in my life, was that I literally quit basketball in order for me to go to the gym more. I literally decided to quit my main sport. I quit basketball so I can pursue the gym. And at that point my life was just sleep, gym, eat, repeat all day. Training 7 days a week, heavy workouts. Bro, literally 2.5 hour workouts a day. It was a minimum. Literally overtraining to the point where I couldn't walk back home from the gym every single day. The gym owner was saying stuff like, bro, even on the weekends, you go up here even on the weekends. Like I was like, yeah, like what else would I be doing, bro? Like it was obvious, like, bro, I'm not just over here trying to be average. I'm going to the gym and I will fuck myself up in order to be a monster. Bro, the first thing I did, woke up, eat my breakfast, off to the gym. First thing I thought of when I woke up, wondering what body part am I working on today. I was that obsessed, and I'm proud of it, not gonna lie. I'm so glad that my younger self really did this in order for me to enjoy looking like this now. He was taking things so seriously at such a young age that now at 16, almost 17, I can say that I have a very above average physique. First, you have to put in the work and then expect the results after a few months pass. I was working very hard, but the results were not visible yet. They are visible after some time passes. And it works like that in pretty much anything that you want to be good at. First, you put in the work, then you get the results. There's no other way around. A quote that I really like is action. I literally have it wrote down in here. Action leads to motivation, not motivation leads to action. It very rarely happens. First, you have to put in the work to get motivated to do even more work. Like, bro, now I get compliments from my family, from my friends, like, bro, you've grown. Now you literally genuinely look like a masculine man. I was always this shy class clown kid, right? That wanted to make other people just laugh because that was the only way that he could connect with other people. And now we see where I'm at, bro. Now I'm fucking jacked and very confident and pretty successful. Okay, now let's actually get to the weight gain tips. I've literally just spent like a half an hour sitting there explaining to you some whatever, my story and shit. Let's get into the practical ways to gain weight as a hard gainer. My biggest non-negotiable tips regarding gaining more weight as a hard gainer is first, obviously, start tracking your fucking calories. Make sure you're eating enough. If you are a hard gainer, if you have a fast metabolism, make sure that you're eating above your maintenance level in order to gain weight over time. So start tracking your calories and protein. I've explained how to like track calories and stuff so many times on my channel already that I'm kind of tired of explaining it. So yeah, just you can find it wherever. My second biggest tip, or just biggest, the second tip, right, is something you've already heard before. Buy bigger plates. It's kind of self-explanatory. If you have bigger plates, it will be much easier for you to just like automatically eat more. My third tip is eat more frequently. Eating a meal every 2 or 3 hours of the day works the best for me. After some time, you will actually find that you will get hungry at this certain time. Let's say I have have an eating window. I eat at 1 p.m., then at 4 p.m., then at 7 p.m. And at those exact times, I actually get hungry. And I do that for like 5 meals a day and get my calories in. My fourth tip is eat faster. Now, eat faster? What the fuck? If you pick up the pace of your eating, it will be much easier for you to just eat bigger quantities of food. I cannot really explain it, but just try it out. Eat faster and you will see that it's much easier to eat more. Tip number 5. Make yourself and eat food that is easy to digest and to consume. To not get sick of the food, like the quantity of food. Like, bro, if you have to eat rice, broccoli and chicken 5 times a day, bro, it gets so bland and so boring after like 2 days. You can literally get sick of the repetitiveness and the quantity of food you're constantly putting in your own body. It already happened to me like twice this year. So make sure that you're eating a variety of different foods that you actually enjoy eating in order to eat as much as possible without getting sick of it. Tip number 6 is eat more fats. You might already know this before, but fats are literally they have 3 times the amount of calories as carbs or fats or proteins. Eat products that are specifically high in fats, such as eggs, red meats, nuts, sauces, cheese, milk, butter, peanut butter, dark chocolate, avocados, you know, all of this food. What you literally can do is, I don't know, let's say put some olive oil into your pasta or rice whenever you're cooking some, or put it into your high calorie shakes. Tip number 7 is, what was that? Yeah, put a bunch of sauces on your meals and use spreads, just as mentioned before, like peanut butter or mayonnaise or anything of that sort. Sauces and spreads are very caloric dense. Use them as much as possible. But don't get like sick obese. Bro, just bulk. You do it with like consciousness, right? Tip number 8 is cut out nicotine, caffeine, any other kind of stimulants because they are a pretty good hunger suppressor, which is good for weight loss but is not good for weight gain. So avoid it at all costs. Tip number 9 is eat some junk food from time to time. And I'm not saying to eat unhealthy and stuff because you will see me as a bad, like this fitness guy that tells you to eat junk food. I'm not exactly telling you to eat junk food, but you know, it's kind of hard to not eat junk food when you're bulking. Like, okay, what is the worst possible thing that happens when you eat, I don't know, junk food once a week? Okay, it's quite unhealthy, but you get the calories in and the macronutrients aren't even that bad. And it really helps you with, you know, getting in your calories. It's very caloric dense. Like, obviously some burger has more calories than a salad. Tip number 10, I believe. Move a bit more, which might be kind of counterintuitive because moving burns calories, right? But if you just move more, things such as walking will make you more hungry. Bro, anytime I come back from the gym, I literally have to eat the whole fridge because I'm so hungry. Tip number 11 is, bro, I literally can't count on my fingers. Tip number 11 is go for liquid calories, since they are very easy to consume and to digest. Things such as shakes that I have mentioned before. I always like to have one high calorie, which I've not been doing recently, but I like to have one high calorie shake every day. Now, this point brings me on to the tip number 12. Chew gum less often since it like suppresses your hunger, obviously. If you chew gum every single day for hours and hours on end, you might be able to develop a nice jawline just like me, but bro, I get so many compliments about my jawline in the comments, like you'll be flooding the comment section with the compliments, and thank you very much. But if you chew gum for hours and hours on end every single day, you will be less hungry. I guess it makes sense. And the tip number 13 is wait until I upload a video of the 6 meals that really help me during my bulk. I swear that those 6 meals really save my ass whenever I am low on calories. So video coming out pretty damn soon, and stay abnormal, bro.